Breaking news tonight, a fire near 177 and I-40.
And charges have been filed against a Shawnee PD officer. Stay tuned.
Welcome to this week's edition of News 30. I'm Nicole Smith.
And I'm Oliviana Kelmes. Breaking news. Around 5:10 this afternoon, a structure fire was called into the Shawnee Fire Department. The location was at an abandoned trailer home off Highway 177 and I-40. McLeod Fire Department was called to bring in more water to help contain the flames. The exact cause of the fire is unknown and there is no injuries reported.
On Monday, a press release from the Shawnee Police Department told the story of an officer on administrative leave after a domestic abuse incident. News 30's Jason Berger has more.
This last Monday, a statement from Chief Mason Wilson of the Shawnee Police Department was released regarding a domestic disturbance involving a Shawnee police officer. The statement also noted that the officer was put on administrative leave and that the incident occurred outside of the Shawnee Police Department's jurisdiction. The police department is conducting its own internal investigation on the issue. 38-year-old police officer James Wood has been charged with domestic abuse and interfering with an emergency telephone call by his ex-girlfriend, who is also a member of the Shawnee Police Department. According to the victim's written statements, Wood suspected she was cheating on him and shoved the victim with his hands in an altercation at Wood's home. Wood then used a knife to slash the back tire of the victim's patrol car while she tried to intervene. The victim then tried to use Wood's own daughter's cell phone to call 911, but Wood then took the phone from her and ended the call. Despite the chaos of the altercation on February 7th, the victim did not press any charges against Wood. However, due to the police involvement, the charges were still processed through the District Court of Pottawatomie County. She then filed for a petition for a protective order to keep herself safe for fear that Wood might try to reach out to her again. According to Sergeant Scott Hawkins of the Shawnee Police Department, after reviewing recorded radio traffic and law enforcement phone calls, it was revealed that officers at the Shawnee Police Department knew that James Wood and his now ex-girlfriend had other domestic violence issues in the past. The trial for James Wood will take place right here at the Pottawatomie County Courthouse on March 15th at 10 a.m. in Courtroom 4. As more information becomes available on this story, we'll be sure to get that out to you as soon as possible. Until then, reporting from downtown Shawnee, I'm Jason Berger with Shawnee News 30.
Oklahoma Baptist University is mourning the passing of beloved faculty member Dr. Michael Travers. Earlier this morning, OBU learned that Dr. Travers had lost his struggle with cancer. Joining OBU in 2014, Dr. Travers served the university as the Associate Provost and Professor of English in addition to several other roles.
He began his teaching career back in 1972 and since had a long and distinguished career in higher education, as well as being an accomplished author. He is survived by his wife and children. His memorial service will be held March 6th at 10 in the morning at Emmanuel Baptist Church. His family asks that instead of flowers, donations can be made to the Gideons International. Our prayers are with the Travers family.
Under President Trump's administration, Border Patrol and Immigration and Customs Enforcement are deporting masses of illegal immigrants. Previously, the focus on deporting illegal aliens was on criminals and gang members. Largely, other undocumented aliens were left alone. Now, undocumented immigrants are being rounded up and deported in much higher numbers. In an official joint statement on Trump's executive order concerning illegal immigrants, Border Patrol and Customs said, "We applaud the 3 executive orders he has issued to date and are confident they will make America safer and more prosperous." Others question the lack of priority concerning dangerous illegals, calling into question the necessity of deporting undocumented criminals first.
If you're trying to call the phone number of the Pottawatomie County Sheriff's Office, you now have a new option. Just go to their Facebook page and click the Call Now button. It will contact the Pottawatomie County Sheriff's Office. This feature only works on mobile devices for now.
When we come back, OBU is welcoming in a new month of celebration. Stay tuned. As Warren Theaters have recently been placed in Broken Arrow and Moore, Oklahoma, Now you can count on one being closer to Shawnee. A new Warren Theater is being placed in Midwest City right down I-40. The theater will be in the Sooner Row Shopping Center district. This huge theater will contain 14 auditoriums. There will also be 4 adult balconies, including reclining seats, a restaurant, bar, and concessions. We hope that the theater will be done and open to the public by the summer of 2018. This will be a great addition to Oklahoma and hopes to help grow the company's Wichita facilities.
And OBU students really got a sweat going on at the Zumbathon that was held in the Rock this last Saturday. This special event was from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. There is a Zumba class held regularly in the Rock on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6:30 p.m. and it's open to the public. So get yourself and some friends over there to get a dance in while a workout.
March is National Women's History Month. OBU will be holding a number of events to take part in it. Assistant Dean Jonathan Solomon hopes that students will participate in the events committed to honoring women's history. OBU will be hosting a TED Talk watch party based around Killing Us Softly, a film series focusing on the image of women in society. Female student athletes will be talking at Shawnee Middle School about the importance and role of women in society. The university will also be offering health screenings for women. To find out more, look for flyers on campus containing details about upcoming events.
Tomorrow is the world premiere of the new opera, A Porcelain Doll. The opera was composed by OBU Professor of Music, Dr. James Vernon, with the libretto by Dr. Brent Newsom, an Assistant Professor of English. Rebecca Bollinger, an Assistant Professor of Voice, directed the opera. The opera will premiere at 7:30 and will run until Sunday. Porcelain Doll tells the story of Laura Bridgman, the first deaf-blind student to learn communication. Much of the cast consists of OBU students and faculty. Mackenzie Reese will play Laura Bridgman and Cassidy Olson will provide her voice. Dr. Stephen Sims, an Assistant Professor of Music, will play Laura's teacher, Samuel Gridley. Tickets can be purchased at www.okbu.edu/opera.
After the break, Jake Nelson will have your weekly forecast. Stay tuned.
Jake Nelson with your weather update.
Good afternoon, folks. We're just one day away from the weekend, and with it, we are going to be seeing sunshine and blue skies coming our way. Let's get to that all-important forecast as we take a look into your Thursday afternoon. 65 degrees outside right now. We saw a lot of sunshine today and just a little bit of wind here in Shawnee, and that trend spread across almost the entire state. Highs up and down the 60s for Oklahoma, lower 60s for the north, upper 60s for the south. Tonight we see clear skies. We will be experiencing lows in the mid-30s. A little bit colder as you move more north. Wind still present but pretty light, around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Then leading into tomorrow, we're going to continue to see clear skies and sunshine. Slight wind around 10 to 15 miles an hour. A little bit warmer, but we are today with a high in the mid to upper 60s across the entire state. Then into your weekend, we will continue just to get warmer and warmer as we look into more sunshine, winds, and highs in the upper 60s, almost into the 70s. A few clouds could roll in on Sunday. Moving ahead into the 7-day forecast, we will keep an eye on those clouds as we see a slight chance of rain on Monday into Tuesday. We will need a bit more moisture for those to develop into stronger chances of rain, however. The wind, however, will pick up as the week progresses on, and temperatures ranging from the upper 60s to mid-70s, then a possible chance of rain later in the week. We'll take a look at that and later on in the week for you. And now you're up to date with News 30's latest weather forecast. I'm Jake Nelson. After the break, Jason Berger has your sports update. Stay tuned.
Jason Berger with your sports update.
Hey, thank you, Nicole. In case you didn't already know, both the men's and women's Shawnee High School basketball teams are regional champions. All it takes is one win for both teams to get into the 5A state tournament bracket. The Wolves will take on El Reno at 6:30 tomorrow night, while the Lady Wolves are currently headed to Tulsa East Central up at Tulsa Memorial High School. Put simply, a win means they're in, and a loss means they get to try again. Both of the Shawnee High teams will not be eliminated if either takes a loss, but will definitely have to win the next game to get into the tournament. News 30 Sports will monitor both teams' progress throughout the next 2 days as the Wolves try to keep their postseason hopes alive. And in OBU sports, several athletes across multiple sports have received Great American Conference honors this week. Germany natives Kim Moosbacher and Kevin Osruch of the OBU tennis team were both given GAC Player of the Week honors. In addition, Chandler Rickey and Katie Custer of the Bison basketball program also received a Great American Conference honorable mention.
Ricky led the GAC in blocked shots with 72, and Custer was able to boast 402 total points. While the spring tennis season is just now in a regular schedule, the basketball teams will not return until late fall. And with Major League Baseball teams starting spring training last week, that means that your Oklahoma City Dodgers will also return into action here in the next few weeks. 2017 is a substantial year for the Dodgers, as it is their third year as the Los Angeles AAA affiliate, and also marks the 20th season that Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark has been home to an Oklahoma City team. Mayor of Oklahoma City, Mick Cornett, has even pointed to the day that the ballpark opened as the event that set the two-decade revival of Oklahoma City in motion. The Dodgers finished last season with an 81-60 record and held the first-place slot in the American Northern Pacific Coast League rankings. The home opener for the Dodgers is scheduled for April 6th when Iowa Cubs come to visit.
The Denver Zoo had a surprise for everyone on Tuesday. While many waited in anticipation for a giraffe to be born in New York, the Denver Zoo welcomed its newest member, Dobby, a baby male giraffe. Dobby was born around 3 a.m. and 5 feet tall and weighing 73 pounds.
Dobby was a prize to the zoo officials because his mother, Kipley, is the zoo's oldest giraffe. The officials said that even though Dobby was unplanned, they're very happy to have him and look forward to seeing him engage with visitors. Wasn't he just so cute?
Yes.
Well, that's all we have for you. It is night on the hill here at OBU, so we would like to welcome all potential students on campus right now.
You can follow Shawnee News 30 on YouTube and Twitter to see previous shows and stay up to date on what's happening throughout the week. And remember, spring break is nearly a week away. Have a great evening, and we'll see you next week.